What is up, people? Welcome back to another famous episode of The Bone Zone. I have no idea what my audio sounds like for you people right now. For me, it sounded a bit fuzzy, and I don't care. I'm not tech savvy. I'm tech savvy enough to get a Wii capture card set up. But right now, my game audio is pretty staticky, so if you hear that, you're just gonna have to deal with that, you know? That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem, because I don't watch my own videos. I mean, I feel like that'd be a weird thing. Like, is that weird to watch your own videos? I feel like that's one thing that always turned me away from doing such a thing, right? Watching your own videos. It's like a musician who only listens to their own music. We're gonna be doing this Bee Mushroom Cup today on the Cuba Luigi CT pack. I got a little special mod for you. You can't see it now. Today, boys, we're going platinum. That's right, we're going platinum funky. Without the funny stat boosts, because I don't want to boost my stats. This mod already alters some stats of some vehicles. Probably not the Flame Runner, it's already perfect, but I got the texture. It's pretty good. So we're going to be running Acidity Island. An island full of acidity. I like a good bit of acidity. Isn't orange juice got a bit of pH in it? I don't know. I don't pay attention. This is looking like a pretty funky track as is. Where's the acidity? Is it because the water's funny green acid? It's not raining acid. It'd be way cool if it was raining acid. Not as in like the drug acid, as in the acid. As you can see, look at how platinum we are. We're bodacious platinum. I gotta get set in my chair here. I learned in last episode that leaning back in my chair, also known as being comfortable, will result in me not being able to see darker levels as well. So we have triple mushrooms, which is really good for me, because that means I get dodge 3 blue shells if I stay on the course, which we almost failed immediately as the race started. This track has some issues with some of the sharper turns. I'm using Flame Runner, and I just barely made that turn, right? I mean, can you imagine if I tried to go over that bridge into the turn with like a cart? I mean, I'd be done. I'd be done for. But the level overall is designed pretty... I kind of like it. I mean, I feel like a track doesn't have to look stellar for it to play nice. This track plays kind of nice like that. I don't like some of the turns, but I mean, if you gave this track a complete makeover, it'd be really good. Well, it's already decent. Like I said, I'm very, I'm not using much very scary of Blue Brink for no reason other than why not. I doubt we're going to be getting that many blue shells. Oh, look, right after an item set too, you got position bugs. That is not good. You definitely, like, look, I'm in 8th, I get this item box. I can get, like, I'm technically in 1st. I'm going to be getting really good items in, what the game says is 6th place. I'm in 1st. That's always a problem with some tracks. I remember Yoshi Valley had a huge problem with that. I think it was Yoshi Valley that had a problem with that. I'm amazed how even in Mario Kart 8 they can handle all the separate routes and paths to determine who's doing the best. Even with Yoshi Valley, I never figured out what the fastest route was. I always had an idea that you were supposed to go over the bridge and just take that route, like the far most left route, but I always feel like that's kind of wrong. I always had the vibe, right, that was just the wrong route to take. I don't want to hit that fib, so we're not going to. That's exactly how we're going to get it done. We're just not going to let it happen to us. But I was, you know, I've been pumping out these quite frequently recently, because I'm on spring break right now, so I actually have the time to make videos. Because before, I was just like, alright, I'm going to use all my spare time to do Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5, or I don't own any other Battlefield games, so I do play a lot. I think it's a good game. I think they're good games. Some people are, you know, picky about Battlefield 5. Most people seem to like 1. People love 4, but I don't have 4 because, you know, Steam seems kind of, it's dead on Steam. It uses Origin to launch, so maybe I'm just a goofy clown. Use the last mushroom there, get that little funny boost to the end of the finish line. And we've got our first race done and out of the way. Platinum Funky shows his colors once more. When I mean colors, I mean platinum color and red. A little bit of red, a little wee bit of red. Not like Playboy Cardi where there's a whole lot of red, just a wee little bit of red. That would be a much funnier album title, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. Now, we're going to go to Akina Pass. Akina Pass? I don't know. Maybe it's going to be like a snowy level like DK Pass. I remember I raced a lot of these courses. I've completely forgotten. And it looks like this. Okay, I'm scared. I know, admittedly, I don't judge from cameras. I heard from some people that cameras can cause crashes. At least in the CTGP track testing server, I've heard rumors of that. That is one gnarly mini-map. Oh my goodness. That is the gnarliest mini-map I've ever seen. I mean, not really, but... I wonder if I'm ever going to get, like, a copyright claim from one of my custom music things. By the way, to anyone who has a custom music pack, just tell me about it in the comments or something. I'm really going to be flexible with music here. You know, I think it's a huge problem. Like, look at that. You can't even make that turn with the Flame Runner. I could just tell from looking at the mini-map that this was going to be a tricky one. Oh my goodness. Can the CPUs make that? They make it just fine. Maybe I'm just, like, bad. What do people think of using your items, like I hate it when I see videos where a guy has one green shell and he throws it back when he's in first. Like, you always hold on to them. You know? It was a rather pointless cannon. I don't know why that cannon was there. I know they didn't want a straightaway, but just make the track shorter. One thing I don't get about custom tracks, and I don't know why this happens at all, but no custom track creator seems to put the cannon there. They always seem to have they have like cannon sort of, what is it, KCL or whatever, where a cannon should be. Like there's like a thing that launches you like a cannon would, but then there's just no cannon. And that's just really confusing to me. Yeah, this is definitely some tricky course design. Maybe I have to just take it really wide like that. You should never have to take turns that wide. I mean, look at that. That was as wide as I could have possibly taken it. And I do like the can because like I can just wheelie into it from bad position, I guess. You couldn't have hit me before the item box. Spare me all that trouble. I like the track's theming a bit. The night theme, but like look at these. These trees are so two-dimensional. Like, you don't have to have a billion trees everywhere. You can have a little bit. Just using these, because these are meant for faraway textures, you know? I don't like criticizing tracks too much. Oh, look at that epic red shell dodge. Red shells in Mario Kart Wii were terrible, but that's what kind of made them balanced, because I think the red shell as an item is kind of broken. Not broken, but in terms of a racing game, you know, it's not meant to be super good. It's meant to punish players for not being wise with their items and holding onto their shells and their bananas in first. You have to be smart, because if the guy in first place could just drop bananas and fake item boxes and throw back every green shell he gets, he'd be way harder to catch up to. But now he's forced to hold on to that stuff. Mario Kart 8 completely ruined the red shell's balancing. It's basically a blue shell in disguise at this point. In my personal opinion, in that, like, you're never gonna avoid them. You can't break red shells on walls anymore. They're just too smart. Like, the red shell's just too intelligent in that game. And it kind of is sad, especially because Mario Kart 8 features the coin, which is literally the most pointless item in, like, video game history. I mean, no one ever has said, oh, thank God I got a coin, you know? No, admittedly, no one's ever said, oh, it's like the Thundercloud in Mario Kart Wii. Like, I'd argue it's even a bit more useless. I think the Thundercloud is just an abomination of an item. I'm like strictly anti-Thundercloud. Alpha Booster, it's gonna be one of those, either majority boost panels or all boost panels. I've seen this concept done a few times before. Yup, it's all boost panels. It's hard to do something like this, because when you're doing a track like this, mushrooms are useless. They're mostly useless. Like, maybe they'll be useful here. Yeah, I guess, like, right here in this straightaway, they'd be kind of useful because, you know, there's no, areas where you're boosting. But look, I just hit that wall. I barely noticed. I barely noticed because it just doesn't matter. Because you can just boost the whole time. This track, the boost panel right there looks very nice. I sometimes dig the way boost panels look. Like, because there are some track creators who'll make like really unique and cool boost panels. I've seen some ugly ones in my time. Like there was this era where people were having like gray, like gravelly looking boost panels, and I'm like, why would anyone want to do that? That banana has just saved our first place escapades. And the blue shell has simultaneously ruined them. Some divine intervention just saved us right there. We have been hit with some divine intervention once more. In the form of dodging that bomb. Look, a red shell barely hinders me. Yeah, coming back on this track is pretty difficult. And I don't want to use the mushroom because if I do get back into first, I don't want to get hit with another blue shell. Look at that banana. That's an L.5 right there. We've lost the mushroom, ladies and gentlemen. Let it scream it from the rooftops, scream it from the heavens, scream it at children at the school playing in the street. Why are they playing in the street when they're at school? You ask me. But just scream it at somebody. We have lost our blue shell dodge. We have lost our mushroom. We are going to perish horribly as a result of this. There's no way I can make it to the finish line time, because usually blue shells come at very inconvenient times. It's sort of like a rule of thumb that the blue shell has to come at a very inconvenient time. Maybe we're gonna make it. Look at that skill right there. Also known as luck. Luck and skill are simultaneously the same thing, if you ask me. I mean, playing on easy mode also helps quite a bit, because listen, my theory is that real men play on easy. It's just how it works, because there are people who play on hard just so they can say, oh, look at how good I am at the game. But did you enjoy a single second of it? You were probably crying, pissing your pants over how hard the game was. And then you're like, oh, I'm so good at this game. It's like, bro, you're not enjoying a second of it. Alpine Circuit. Real men, they enjoy the game for how it is, which is probably normal mode. But I super enjoy the game, you know? Now, this is just me trying to cover my ass because I play on easy, but I have decided that it is equally entertaining to see me lose as it is to see me win, but I think the series is more about the talking, which I'm not good at either. Alpine Circuit. This pack has a lot of old tracks. Tracks that were in CTGP, or tracks you haven't seen in a bit. As a result, it really makes for some very unique level design. You really learn to appreciate design of tracks, like the actual layout, more than appearance when you play packs like these. Because you just learn over time that, like, sometimes, you know, fancy graphics aren't everything for these tracks. Because, like, I can imagine when this track came out, it was somewhat impressive. Maybe, probably not. I don't know what you're... I remember this track from CTGP if it was in CTGP. It may have been in Hack Pack, because I used to play Hack Pack a lot for quite a bit. I mean, it sucks that I can't play it online. So I picked up this pack because it's got so many tracks and I can just enjoy it myself. Enjoy it to myself for quite a long time. I wish streaming this game to my friends was easier. Just showing my friends this game, because I can't stream on Discord because the frame rate becomes horrible. It's really weird. And the quality is like 140p at all times. And I don't like that 140p quality. It annoys me, it irritates me. Dodged it. Pow! People... I remember one time I saw that Nathaniel Bandy video of, like, the worst items in Mario Kart, most annoying items in Mario Kart. And he talked about the PAL block, and, like, I was, like, so irritated by it, because it was just really annoying to me how a guy's gonna sit there and complain about the PAL block and say it's like, oh, it's not even a good item, it's just a bother, and I let myself get hit by it. Do you really let yourself get hit by it, or do you just use it as an excuse because you can't pop the Wii wheel up or hit the button in time? The POW block is such a good item. I mean, it can completely ruin people on some tracks. It's why it's such a powerful item in Clan Wars. I've never done Clan Wars, but there are people out there who do Clan Wars for this game. And I mean, the POW block is such a crucial item for your team, because you can screw over the entire opposing clan with that stuff. You can screw over so many people with that item. If they're on a turn, if they have a good item, you can force them to use the item early. You make them choose between... But you can really put some people in some bad spots with this. And he's just like, oh, it's not that good. It's like, what is good to you then? He then proceeded to say that he likes the blue shell because it helps worse players do well. Also known as the guy who's in second place and maybe third place and nobody else. That's our 4 races for today. We're going to do a little wrap up here. But it's like cleanup, right? I do have to clean up my Wii setup because it covers my entire desk and I can't do anything for the rest of the day unless I get it all put away. So I take out my Wii. It takes like 10 minutes to set up half the time. Well, that's an exaggeration. More like 5 minutes to set up. And then I'll play on it for like 20 minutes to make these videos. And then I'll record I'll play on it for like a minute to see if my mods work, my textures, like Platinum Funky. And then I'll actually record a video that's like 16 minutes in length. But yeah, that is our episode 4, I believe, of the Bone Zone. I'm not sure what edition I'm going to call it. Or I'm going to call it Platinum Edition because we're all Platinum. I'll see you guys in the next one.